This is Sharon Hayes with monetizationexperts.com. Today I want to talk to those of you that do any type of hourly rate services or that you offer any type of services like if you're a coach, a consultant, a freelancer, or some type of expert. So this is a little story going back to 1998. I had built an email newsletter called All About Money to about 65,000 subscribers. And I had done this like in a 3-month period of time. All of a sudden, I started to become known as an email marketing expert. And I started having people come to me and ask me for help with strategy in terms of growing their list and so on. And the first few people were people that they were small business owners like I was. And then finally somebody came to me that had a real business and I was like, okay, maybe I should be charging this, but what do I charge? Now, at that time, I was paying $75 an hour to my web designer. So I figured, okay, I charge $75 an hour. And that's what the first person paid for me to give them help on growing their email list. The next person paid $80 an hour. And I kept increasing it like this to the point where about 3 months in, I was at, I think, the 10th contract or so, that I had a woman that was heading up a really large organization with a lot of money behind them. And she brought me on for a project that was about 100 hours, and I billed her $150 an hour for it. So maybe 6 weeks or so after we were finished this, she sends me an email and she says, Sharon, I want us to get on the phone and talk about the work that you did for us. And I'm going, oh shit. Like, she wasn't happy. This was a lot of money. I was in major freak out mode and so on. And we get on the phone and she said to me, girl, you're really undercharging for the value that you delivered to my company. I would have gladly paid 10 times what you charged me for the same amount of work. And I got off the phone. I almost threw up, seriously, like having somebody validate the work that I was doing and then say to me, hey, what you were doing wasn't worth $150 an hour. It was worth $1,500 an hour. But what ended up happening is the next person that came to me and wanted to hire me, my rate was $1,500 an hour because I had somebody that said that value was associated with it. So here's the lesson in all of this is that oftentimes, and I think this is unfortunately more true for women in business than it is for men, is that we undervalue the work we do. And I challenge you to look at things from the experience of whoever you're providing the service to and look at the actual value to them and price yourself accordingly.